Hey everyone, I'm Malika and I am the membership coordinator on the ASCAP Rhythm and Soul team in the LA office. Today I am joined by our June on the come up spotlight artist who's also a producer, actress, mental health advocate, entrepreneur, the list goes on. Aina Brei'Yon, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start from the beginning. You're from Chicago and you're one of
Yes.
10 kids. Can you talk
Yes.
about what it was like growing up in that environment and how it shaped you?
It's a little chaotic. It's hard to get your needs met as a child because there's so many kids that my parents had to attend to. It instilled a lot of insecurities. I became a loner, emotionally disconnected, and it was just chaotic. It's a lot.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
So how did you get into making music?
Well, growing up in that environment, you have to find ways to express yourself.
Mhm.
Um, so writing pretty much started off as a way of me just getting things out. You know what I mean? Just finding some ways to release because I wasn't in a type of environment where, that was really a thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it started off that way, just as a way of expressing myself and getting things off my chest.
Yeah, absolutely. Just finding your outlet, basically, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Your first artist name was actually Temper, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
what sparked you to rebrand in 2017?
Well, Temper, it just felt like it was an energy behind it. When people hear temper, they don't think of you having a good temper. They automatically go to the
Mhm.
negative side. So just to remove myself or disconnect from that energy, and also to broaden, like if I want to expand as a brand, I
Mhm.
didn't see myself doing that as temper. So Aina came to me in 2017. I'm like, I need to disconnect from this angry person because it was Temper did come from me
Temper had a
being,
temper.
yeah, Temper had a temper.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So as I was growing, spiritually, I just wanted to disconnect from that energy. So
As a mental health advocate, you are very outspoken on social media with videos of encouragement, dropping gems, and just overall sharing your views on life. Is there
mm,
anything specific that encourages you to do so?
feeling like I was alone in my struggles.
Mm,
I want people to know that they have somebody to relate to, that they're not alone in a journey, and also I want them to know that it's possible to grow out of these spaces that we were conditioned to stay in.
yeah, absolutely.
Things from our childhood that carry over into our adulthood. I just wanted people to know it was possible, like
Mhm.
through somebody like me.
And that's amazing. I love that. And so you're an independent artist. You've released
Mm-hmm.
15 projects, with 8 of them being self-produced.
Mm-hmm.
What's one piece of advice you would give to a fellow independent artist who's just starting out?
Invest in yourself. Know where you really want to go with
Mhm.
your music career, right? And you have to also make peace with opinions.
Right.
The very, opinions vary. Everybody not gonna like what you put out there.
Mhm.
You just have to make sure it's authentic to like who you are. Don't disconnect from like who you are. Stay rooted in everything that you do. If you don't believe in yourself, you can't expect nobody else to believe in you. If you don't invest in yourself, you can't expect others to
Right.
invest in you. So you have to just know what you want and just stay faithful in that. Stay
Mhm.
consistent.
That's real. So in your latest project, Reading the Room, most songs start with an excerpt of a dialogue or a monologue. Can you talk a little bit about the reasoning behind that?
I feel like certain movies, they say exactly how I feel.
Hmm.
It just be perfect for like the space that I'm in at that time. So once I run across it, I'm like, this would go great with this idea that I have with game of music, and also just to give that nostalgic feel as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I love Tupac.
Hmm.
I feel like I don't know why, but I still cry over the man. So certain things that he says, it just connects with me on a deeper level. So I feel incorporating people that have messages or movies that
Hmm.
have messages that connect with me, I feel like it's important for me to tie that in with my
Right.
musical pieces.
Yeah, it adds another layer to the art.
Yes, it does.
So in your song, It's Been a Long Time, the first line is, "We're not here to learn anything. We're here to remember who we are." Those
Mm-hmm.
are some very powerful words. Can you elaborate on that?
Whew. I know we look at life like this, just big lessons. Yes, there's lessons within it, but I feel like our experiences are shaped to just remind us who we really are, like, and what we're an extension of, which is God, right? Mm-hmm. And we kind of get lost in the physicality of our existence. So if you just remember who you are, like, we are above the physical world. We are above that, you know, but we here to remember who we are. It's just remembering that you're connected to something higher than yourself. Like, nothing is, to me, nothing is bigger than God. So anything that you're going through, if you can remember that, mm-hmm. It might not be your favorite part of the process, but everything you go through works out in your favor.
Right.
If you stay connected.
You've also been tapping into your acting bag and landed the role as Dawn on Apple TV's Dark Matter. Congratulations, by the way. Can you talk about your acting journey and how you got to this point and where you'd like to take it?
You know, it's crazy. Everything is connected, right? We started off thinking we want to do one thing, which is music. Mm-hmm. I started off with music. I incorporated some acting in one of the music videos. That I tied 2 songs together and I did like a storyline, and I did a little acting. I had an indie filmmaker reach out to me like, hey, you know, you would be great for this independent film that I'm working on. So it started off that way. I feel like God has a way of showing me where I need to go mm-hmm. next. And it always comes from a journey I think I'm supposed to be on and stick to. So right. That's how I got into acting. Everybody just felt like I was so natural and good at it. And I never thought about acting a day of my life. I just did it for that particular music video, for those 2 songs that I tied together. And it ended up leading me all the way here.
It stuck.
Yeah. It's crazy. And you just got to listen. That little nudge, mm-hmm. that little nudge, tug on your heart space. You just got to listen.
It's also Pride Month, and you're a proud member of the LGBTQ plus community. Mm-hmm. Are there any queer artists that inspire you?
I love Jessie. Jessie, and I love a lot of them. Let's be clear. Those 2 stand out. J.J. Cicero and Jessie stands out the most to me because of how the confidence, like the level of confidence, and to keep going regardless of the world stopping at what we are, and just completely not getting in tune with like who we are. The way they stick to their journey and stick to their calling regardless of everything that we got to go through. They breaking barriers. So I would say Jessie and J.G. Cicero.
Okay. And then to close out, is there anything else you're currently working on that we should be on the lookout for?
Right now I'm catering to my production company, which is 3K9 Productions. Okay. So I have projects with Cleveland school districts that I'm tackling right now. I'm also working on another music project. It's a little slow because I got to tackle this first. This right. A big thing. A lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot going on. But I'm definitely dropping another project in the fall, and I want it to be 432 hertz, something that feels good every time somebody listens to it, and just give them some stories to relate to.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate having you here.
I appreciate you saying what I'm about to say. I appreciate y'all having me.
Of course.